Generals, gentlemen.
We jump over
Into game on the blue side, which is sponsored by Vic. We have Vic playing Elise in the jungle, Uzi on the ADC, Caitlyn, Mr. Benz as her supporting Lulu, Faz in the mid lane on that Swain, and Beowulf in the top lane on the Zac. Over to the red side, we have second win, Fak in the jungle on Wukong, Nin in the mid lane on Yasuo, Wine playing ADC Siva, Topples in the top lane, Topples in the top lane on the Shyvana, and Zilda as the support Thresh. So preferably, I really like Thresh pickup. He got the door and shield with just a ward pickup. I don't fully agree on that. I feel as if it's quite slow. If he does use abilities early and he doesn't hit them, it's going to be very catastrophic to his team. But since it's Lulu and Caitlyn, it's very auto-attack based, heavy orientated.
And it looks like, indeed. And it looks like we see Beowulf getting jumped on a little bit here. You know, that's not going to matter. An absolutely big deal because we do, of course, have a little bit of an invade coming out from SBV. Sponsored by Vic, you're going to be looking for this red buff. And I will be trying my best to play-by-play cast this game. I know play-by-play caster is only Sheen, but I'll be giving it my best shot. You know, I've been color casting for a while. I'm sure I can move into this quite well. Excuse my camera movement. Looks like Topples may get caught out here.
He hasn't been spotted just yet, but I really like how Topples took his time to buy his items. His entire team went out and scouted to see what Zac was buying. Beowulf was actually buying. He saw there was a Doran shield, and he got the health crystal first.
Oh, really nice control there from...
Sponsored
by Vic. Yeah, they didn't actually decide to go for it, but the ward from Topples did catch them out. So looks like they're going to not care for that at all. They're going to be starting up this red buff. So Vic is going to be trying to steal that away. At the same time, Fak on the bottom is going to be securing his blue buff. We'll have to see how they decide to actually answer this.
Yeah, they knew Zac was countered as soon as versing that Shyvana, so they definitely wanted to put the ADC against... Oh, landing the death sentence there. Hooking it. It's a fair amount of poke on a Beowulf quite early. Wine coming around. Not getting the minion farm. I don't believe I agree on that too much. Yeah,
going to be backing off on this one. It's going to be pretty hard for Beowulf to actually CS in that lane, but I mean, it was sponsored by Vic that decided to go for this rotation. They're moving Uzi up to the top lane with Mr. Benz. What do you think about that?
I think it's smart. They don't want to put Zac against Shyvana. Zac against Shyvana will lose. And I think they've accepted and understand that that will happen. So they don't want that to happen. They want the Zac to actually be very beneficial, play very slowly. They may even want to be very aggressive and try shut down Topples, since Topples was almost the MVP of second wins last game. So I feel as if sponsored by Vic know what they're playing up against, and they know how to match second wins.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with this switch there, but Beowulf will, of course, take a hell of a lot of damage. Is a little bit safer because of his passive. He does have that cell division available, so even if he does get, you know, dived under tower, it can be a little bit better. Vic is up here.
Yeah, Vic is up here.
Oh, it looks like he's going for the Cocoon. Cocoon almost lands onto Topples. Brilliant still does land. They're just going to back off from this one, though. No Cocoon means no death.
Nah, they really want to get this turret down as quick as they can, and if they do, Shyvana can just stay in that top lane and just keep farming it, but Fak having to answer, then backing off. That's a very aggressive play. Ooh, Fak dropped quite low. His clone, though, getting that help picks onto him.
A lot of focus onto that clone there. So Beowulf is also pushed quite far back to his tower. Of course, the bottom lane does not have as much armor, so it can get pushed down quite quickly, which is why it is so important the top lane tower gets pushed down as fast as possible.
The turret races are going down there. 3 working on the top. Oh, Beowulf getting dropped quite low. Actually getting the globlets and getting some health back. But if Thresh and Siva coordinate to stomp those, they'll completely nullify Zac's sustain, because he actually has to use health to use his abilities, and he has to pick up his globlets to get the health back.
Yeah, use health to get health, and we do have Sunburst game sponsored by Vic, going to be pressuring down this top lane tower and actually get it before the bot lane, which is nice. Beowulf just trying to clear out those mini-waves, get caught by the death sentence. Wine deciding not to go for the engage there, so Bloblet's still not being popped for Beowulf.
No, they want to take it slow. Oh, Vic missing the Cocoon there, and just throwing out the volatile spiderling, going down. I wonder if that wind wall actually stops the laser bird from hitting.
As far as I'm aware, it probably would. It stops a hell of a lot of stuff in the game.
It does.
It's pretty crazy what they decided to put it on and not. Beowulf decided to cancel that elastic slingshot now. He is quite low, and I'd say he's just going to have to try and back off from the tower at this point.
Yeah, that turret's easily gone down. I feel like they don't want to... Yeah, it's gone down. Wukong actually
Here
coming
comes in
in.
for the bot, and the Bloblets do get popped now. Zilda just got taken out for the first blood, so that's a nice trade-off. But Beowulf's Bloblets are going to get taken out in the end. Fact does secure them with that last Cloud Nimbus strike.
Yeah, so it was support for top lane. It was alright. It was pretty good. They got a turret out of it and actually puts second win ahead. They're ahead in gold right now.
Yeah.
If you look on the board, their mid lane, oh, Yasuo absolutely stomping this Swain. If Swain is actually maxing Torment first, and that is a projectile that can be blocked by the wall, and it actually it increases his damage output. If that is blocked, it pretty much nullifies Swain's damage output. So I feel this Yasuo into Swain is very strong.
And it does look like that's what he's going to be leveling. But look here, the Dragon is now being taken by Sponsored by Vic. And is there any response from second win? No, there is not.
So
they had to back off. Wine had to back off. There is no vision here. It's a very early Dragon. We're only 5 minutes 60 into this game.
Nah, it's you got Thresh coming down. He's playing the first 2 pink wards of the game. You got Zac trying to cover the mid lane. We got Swain rotating down the jungle. Death Scenting just missing there, and it looks like as if Sponsored by Vic have to stick around this Dragon Pit right now. Never Move does not hit, but the
No, Never Move came very, very close now, but the chase is still going on. Zilda actually took a fair bit of damage there in the end, but it looks like we'll see some Sponsored by Vic backing off from this one. Mr. Benz get caught by the Death Sentence. No follow-up, however.
No, there's no follow-up there. Siv's still down in the bot lane. Caitlyn's now coming. Uzi's coming now to meet her in the farm war, but she's ahead now. Wine's ahead. Everybody on second wind is ahead in gold right now. Even know that Sponsored by Vic has just picked up Dragon, like an uncontested Dragon at 6 minutes.
Yeah, despite that, there's still that differential here. So there we'll see another rotation coming out by Sponsored by Vic. Their bot lane is back in the bot lane, which is nice. Beowulf is going to have a bit more of a fun time now he's started to level up against Topples. It's really the early game where they do suffer.
Yeah, there's no turret now to defend Shyvana if she does go astray. Oh, Death Sentence just missing and hitting the minion
Indeed,
there.
but here in the top lane, it looks like we've seen a little bit of engagement. Beowulf and Topless are starting to whack on each other a little bit now. Beowulf trying to get as much sustain as he can. Topless just trying to deny those Bloblets.
So it's so crucial for Flame Breath to land on Beowulf to get those procs of the health magic damage auto attacks off when the Flame Strike's on Zac, because his health pool right now is over 1.2k. Picking up that Giant's Belt first, making even higher, so creating more magic damage coming out. Oh,
here we go. The hook lands onto Mr. Benz and the Flay as well. Wine does get exhausted, however. Uzi looks to be the target. No, it looks like Wine and Zilda are going to be backing off from this one, but Uzi did take a lot of damage down there.
Yeah, it was great poke coming out from Second Wind's bot lane there, landing the Death Sentences and the Flays and coming out in. Oh, the Laser Bird actually goes through the windshield as we saw then.
Yeah, as it appears, doesn't really seem to be a solid rule as to whether or not projectiles will go through the wind wall. It's just kind of a, yes, my wind wall block it, or no, it won't.
Well, to me, it feels like it isn't a projectile. It's like a tether.
It's a tether, yeah.
Similar to Karma or LeBlanc's. But LeBlanc's is actually a projectile before it hits.
Yeah,
it's just
so it does get stopped by the wind wall.
Yeah, so in that circumstances, it doesn't. It's very interesting to watch what kind of projectiles do. Kendall Gem, a lot of health coming out for Shyvana in the top lane. She wants to really survive and get the cooldowns and be able to pop as many abilities as she possibly can to out-trade and out-damage this Zac.
Yeah, Fez is having a little bit more fun in the lane now, but he's still 30 CS behind. Fack actually got caught out by Beowulf at the top, and the Ignite will secure the kill there. Obviously not going for the clone, a little bit safer. Beowulf still looking for the engage here. Topples does get jumped on. The repel comes down onto Nian, however. Vic is low as well, does get taken out by Nian. Faz is in there with the Ravenous Flock going down. Does survive? No, taken out. Ravenous, Topples escaping that one, thankfully.
The Never Move's still hitting, but Dragon sending, Dragon sending out of it, but this Never Move's still stopping her from never moving. There's the Zeal and, it looks like...
First Blade as well.
Yeah, going straight for that typical static Shiv pickup on Yasuo. Looking very powerful, almost double Swain CS, but Swain got a first kill of the game.
Looks like Uzi's going to get caught out by the Death Sentence. Zilda is coming in. The exhaust does go down, but to be honest, it looks like Zilda took the worst of that trade. He is quite low there. The sieging potential coming out from Uzi and Mr. Benz's poke is just absolutely crazy. They are quite low on mana.
Mr. Ben's polymorph was great then. The Flay actually, you saw the animation of the Flay, but there was no knockback because the polymorph actually occurred before the end of the Flay animation. So I believe that didn't occur. The knockback of the Flay did not occur then because of Lulu's polymorph.
Because of the polymorph.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's quite interesting to watch as Thresh engages. Watch Mr. Benz and how he actually tries to peel off Thresh.
Yeah, okay, so Silver's still down in that lane. He was looking on the side for the death sentence, but to be honest, at this point, he can probably get bursted down if he ends up deciding to go for a little bit of an early spell shield from Wine. Do have a rotation coming down. Nian is coming to this bot lane.
Yeah, he's looking for a good kill. There's no turret there to defend them. The death sentence not missing, but if it did, that could have been a dead Uzi then. There's a 4-man bot lane ready and raring right now. Shyvana's just gone back to buy some items. Negatron Cloak getting picked up, so it looks like she'll be coming from the top lane.
Looks like Fac's going to be diving onto Vic here, but does get caught out by Faz. Looks like he's going to be coming down. Faz is getting nuked down as well. Nian's trying to jump around, but he's caught way out of position. Here comes the engage out. Now the last breath hits 4 members of the team. He's slain Mr. Benz now. The engage just keeps coming out. Faz is trying to sustain through this Revenant's block. He's got a double kill now. Wine comes over the side, but Uzi's going to keep chasing. Will he find them? Will the Peter Peacemaker come back up in time? He's looking for it. They're so low, but he just doesn't have the chase potential from the looks of things. No, doesn't look like he'll find it. Here comes the death sentence, but there's a build of a Peacemaker. What?
That looked like it hit for a
hit
second.
radius, please.
Yeah, that hit. Boots too strong on Sivir there, actually letting her outrun the Caitlyn, even though the range of Caitlyn's was so immense. So it was pretty good flashes. Uzi burning his flash for no reason, unfortunately. Trying to pick up that kill, but didn't get it. Fez there, even though he was behind in CS, 3 kills now. Looking beastly. This Swain mid is pretty powerful. It's not very picked up, but you'd never see it.
Yeah, you don't see it that often. It is nice that he has started scaling up with those 3 kills. He's moving towards that Rod of Ages as well, which means he's going to have a little bit more sustain wherever he goes. And considering how far he was behind CS-wise on Nin, it's nice to have him pick up those kills.
It is. It looks like Shyvana is going straight for that Spirit Visage since the Cal and Kendall Gem. And Zach's damage is primarily magic, including that Sunfire Cape pickup. That's a lot of magic damage coming out of him, as well as their jungler and mid lane.
Looking for the death sentence, just misses there.
Just misses. A bit of taunting going down. Quite a bit of BM, probably, from either team. They disrespects everywhere. Static Shiv getting finished off for Yasuo. A lot of wave clear happening, so you might be seeing just instantly just Mr. Ben's getting caught out.
Taking a lot of damage down the bottom there. Wine does go for the engage and Fact dives into the back. Wild Growth will save him, however. Faz is right in the middle of things, sustaining with that Ravenous block. Beowulf has slain Wine. It's been taken out now. Fact is super low as well. Just does survive. Here he comes. There we go. The Elastic Slingshot does secure the kill, and the chase is still going now for Sponsored by Vic. Zilda gets caught by the Cocoon. Does get the flay back onto Vic, though. Will probably survive this one.
Yeah, Shyvana to rotate from her top lane. Come back to save her team. Zach now has 4 kills. Wow, it's gone really great for Sponsored by Vic. Second win, not too good. Hopefully they'll get a second win again.
Topless does go to Drain, descend onto Beowulf. They can't stop the Elastic Slingshot. He's probably going to survive this one. And Sponsored by Vic, grabbing yet another dragon, pulling 2k ahead.
Yeah, it's a nice lantern there, out of the laser bird of Swain's. But he's just gone straight for that Rod of Ages. Look for that tankiness, look for that AP. Slowly building up this lead and staying ahead. Oh, wow.
And dives onto Faz there. The last breath being extremely powerful, as well as the Ignite going down there. Just absolutely too strong. I think Faz got a little bit too big for his britches there with the amount of kills he has. Ended up going down. Fact looking for the engage onto Mr. Benz and Uzi. May find him. Mr. Benz does go down there. Struck up and the Cyclone down onto Uzi. This is probably going to be yet another kill for second win. Starting to pull this one back. That's another 3 kills for free. Topples also at the same time did secure the Bloblets in the top lane, but I don't think the burnouts going to be enough.
No, it does not seem like it's going to be enough. Under that turret, it's quite hard to get Bloblets down, especially when the poke from the turret's coming down. But that was a great job of Wukong and Wine coming down to pick up those kills on both the ADC and support of Sponsored by Vic. And that actually is enough for them to get ahead. Dragon has been picked up, I believe.
Yes, it was SBV that actually picked it up. Sponsored by Vic, managing to secure the last dragon. As Topple starts to push Beowulf up to his tower. Now without his Bloblets, makes it a little bit more difficult for him.
Yeah, Topple's trying to create some pressure by staying in this top lane with quite a low amount of health, using that burnout, but does not pull turret aggro when it seemed as if it hit under turret. 3 in the mid.
Looks like Faz does get caught out by the death sentence. He probably doesn't have the last breath available, and Faz is trying to sustain with that Ravenous Flock. He gets nerfed down though. Vic just having too much damage. There's the last breath. but he does end up getting shut down by Faz. Nin just not quite having the damage there.
There was a lantern there, Yasuo. There was the whole time. It was a great job by Zilda getting the death sentence there and dropping down the dark passage, but unfortunately not getting taken.
Same time, Beowulf does pop the ignite onto Topples, and that Dragon Citizen got interrupted or something, I think, and Beowulf does have to flash away from this one. May get taken out. No, the Wild Growth does in fact go down. Mr. Benz is going to have to be backing away from this one. The exhaust goes down onto him. Faz is still looking for the engage over the side onto Topples. The Ravenous Flock just not quite having the range in the end. And it looks like everyone will just calm down and back off from this.
Yeah, it seems like disengage. It's quite risky for them to both just keep fighting at each other, especially when waves getting pushed. And you got Uzi in that bot lane, just free farming, nothing death sentence on it.
Yeah, Zilda does go for the death sentence there, but it's just pulling him closer to the Ravenous Flock, and the ignite's going to secure it. Faz says, "Thank you very much. I needed the range for my Ravenous Flock." That's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was great that he got the kill onto Thresh. Thresh, unfortunately, he's doing a lot for his team, but getting caught out in these bad positions and just giving away those small ignite kills to a Zac, and then we saw again just to Swain.
Yeah, and it's not what you really want to be giving away those kills when you're trying to pull the gold lead back. Makes it a little bit hard for your team to carry you along.
Very hard. So a gold lead now going 2k towards, sponsored by Vic. They're just there though. Yasuo is looking beastly with that 123 CS over Swain's 73. Swain has 5 kills, Zac has 4 kills. They have a lot of concentration of gold, and it's a lot of magical damage of concentration of gold onto Zac and Swain. So it feels like magic resist will be such a key item for second win.
Yeah, that's something I think we definitely need to see to making sure that Faz does scale into this game, given how many of the kills have been given over to him. If he doesn't scale up well, it's going to be very, very hard. But for sponsored by Vic to get back in to keep this game going.
Yes, it definitely will be. It looks like Topless having to just run away from this. He doesn't really want to fight them. There's no minions there, so it's not worth trading that health for gold. There's none there. Faz getting caught though.
Caught by the Descendants. No engage. Decides to come out there. Just not quite enough in the way of damage or positioning in the end. We do have Fac off to the side now. He's looking for the engage, but can he find it? That is the question. Moving back towards the lane now. There's more pressure coming out. Fac is going to be diving in. Doesn't find anything though, unfortunately.
Yeah, as soon as that on the hunt is popped of Sivers, you seem like an engage will occur. The knock-up hitting, but no engage from it. It seems like they're just buying time. Zac's now roamed down from pushing top, getting spotted out by the pink ward at the back of second wind's red buff. Trying to join this mid fight.
Just a bit of a poke coming out here. Uzi's coming in as well. Beowulf dives onto his own team with that elastic slingshot. So they're really looking to pressure down this tower. Death Sentence misses once more. So here we go. Looks like the pressure will be coming down onto mid tower. That's a very, very nice windwall. Topple does get caught out in the end. Just taking a little bit too much damage. Just gets out of there with the Dragon's Descent in the end. But it'll allow sponsored by Vic to start bursting down this mid lane tower.
Yeah, not taking the lantern, taking the flash Dragon Descent approach. Very ballsy. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. Zac's just running around the sides, looking to catch some people out, never move, landing onto Wukong ends.
Looks like we may see the engage here. Yes, Beowulf does actually elastic slingshot into the back line. Does he have less bounce available? No, he doesn't. Fac comes in with the Cyclone as well. Wild Growth goes down onto Fac. Nian's taken very low as well. Ace in the hole, tanked in the end by Zilda. So surviving this one, and the Death Sentence does miss in the end. Yeah, no kills.
Entirety of second win had to back off after that. Like they got the last breath onto two heroes, champions of sponsored by Vic, but unfortunately got poked too low after the engage, and they couldn't continue fighting.
Yeah, it was a very, very nice work there from sponsored by Vic. They managed to poke down that tower finally, bringing the tower lead. It's now 3 towers to 1 in favour of sponsored by Vic. Getting a little bit far behind. Faz may get caught out here by Tobbles, but doesn't have that Dragon's Descent available, so should be fine for now, landing a nice never move. Yeah,
Burnout still available for Topples to catch him out. There's no one around to help Swain if Topples does jump onto him. Got the Ignite, can really stop that Ravenous Flock regen coming out, but we see now Haunting Guys getting picked up onto Elise. Looks like Elise is not going such tank orientated, but more a damage dealing jungler. It's very funny how sponsored by Vic is pretty much entirely magic damage orientated, while on second win they're physical damage orientated.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But looks like Topbles may get caught out here. Does grab the lantern away from Zilda there. Nice positioning. Want to be keeping your laners alive.
Yeah, it's a great job. They sent 2 up there to deal Shyvana up. In the meanwhile, in the mid lane. Second Wind taking their first inner turret of the game.
Very, very nice. See, so that's moving the tower lead 3 for 3 now. It's completely dead even. At the same time, Beowulf inside looking for wine, doesn't quite find her. However, so Ian will just be farming up those big rates and running away from this one.
Yeah, it looks like they either will go for
they're looking for an engage here.
Here it comes.
Here we go. It looks like Beowulf is going to be the one that gets jumped on. No, Mr. Ben's in their backline. The Cyclone comes out from Faz, but Faz is still there in the middle with the Ravenous Flock. He's sustaining through this fight. There comes the Let's Bounce from Beowulf. He's knocking everyone up. Back doesn't, in fact, land anyone. No, he actually hit it there with the ace in the hole. Beowulf is going to be diving in. Does, in fact, land the last shot there. Faz looking for more damage with the Ravenous Flock. Not finding it, though. Wine is super low. Beowulf, maybe I'll find it. Oh, misplaces his elastic slingshot there.
A lot of yelling happening.
At the same time, though, Vic is going to be diving onto Topless in the backhand side. Going to be rappelling out onto Topless and does, in fact, secure her. Well done. Yeah,
that was actually a pretty sloppy fight coming out of Second Wind there. Sponsored by Vic, doing a great job in securing that. But even though they had the surprise from the brush and engaging onto Kate, Uzi just disengaged and Swain just peeled Nin straight off off Uzi, and Yasuo couldn't deal enough damage. So instead of taking a drag in Second Wind, they chose to try fight around it, and it didn't work out for them, unfortunately. Nin doing a great job in clearing that mini wave super quickly. But it's looking pretty bad for Second Wind right now. They were ahead, they were quite even, but now it's 4k gold in sponsored by Vic's favor.
Yeah, they're going quite well, aren't they? 13 kills now, 2-7, just playing a pretty damn fantastic game. From the side now, just looking for a little bit of damage onto the minion wave. What? Alright, we're good. Okay, no problem. So yeah, he's still alive for the moment. Just moving in, it looks like Beck's going to be securing the golems for the moment. This game slows down just a little bit. Yeah,
we're heading into the mid game, or into late mid game. Yasuo getting that pickaxe and that cape, looking for that Infinity Edge, dealing as much damage as he can. With the Infinity Edge, he'll be dealing crits nearly 90% of the time with that increased amount. Oh, Zilda just out of range for that death sentence to land on a Swain. He had a lot of teammates nearby to pretty much answer if he did get that. Topless and Zach just ignoring each other, going straight for the gold, and nope, not even choosing to fight each other.
No, deciding to just farm away in that top lane. Faz may get caught out. No, Descendants again just falling short for Zilda.
Yeah, unfortunately not landing them. It feels as if Fez is actually baiting them out of Zilda. And I believe that will actually continue. Looks like a terrible spot for Zach to
looks like
be.
Beowulf is out of position here, but he does go in with the Let's Bounce. This is getting absolutely huge now. Vic does get jumped in as well. They're getting bursted down. The Ravenous Flock's coming out from Faz. Vic is jumping onto Vic as well. Faz is on an absolute killing spree. Fact does get taken out as well in the end. The ace in the hole does come out and secures the kill.
That's not looking good for Second Wind. Using the Cyclone, knocking people up, but Nin nowhere around to answer the last breath. And that's looking really great now for Sponsored by Vic. This will knock Second Wind out of the game if they lose this, so it's quite crucial for them to do it.
Yeah, looks like we'll see the Baron being started off here by Sponsored by Vic. But Topples is off to the side. I don't think he's been scouted by a ward yet for Second Wind. He's off to the side, as is Nin. We'll have to see what they decide to try and do with this, whether they can actually get a steal here. Faz reveals him. And the Ravenous Fox going out as well. Vic actually dies over the side, has to flash over the wall, so the smite's actually available. The dragon's going down. It got stolen by Topples. Topples stole the dragon. Flash back over the wall. He's still alive. The wind wall comes out from Nian and blocks it as well. The Baron's stolen for all 5 members.
That was great. This is actually what Second Wind needed to be in this game. Not give Baron away to Sponsored by Vic. And didn't die in the process. Dragon descended in, flashed out, grabbed the lantern and got behind the wind wall, so that was pretty good.
Incredible play here by Second Wind. Second Wind indeed. They're coming right back into this game.
Yeah, they definitely have a easy chance to secure this steal. Infinity Edge, get Infinity Rush to the Yasuo. When he does fight now, he'll be looking beastly. Brutalizer getting picked up for Wukong and that Negatron Cloak. Negatron Cloak is almost a key item for Second Wind to carry this game out. There's so much magic damage coming out. I can't stress that enough from Sponsored by Vic. You got Zach jumping in now. Since he does have the Sork boots, he'll be dealing tons of it. That'll be also going on top of his Spirit Sunfire Cape procs. There'll be the Haunting Guys coming out. It seems they're only picking it up because there's so many Negatron Cloaks coming out from Second Wind. as well as Swain building a bunch of armor now.
Yeah, it looks like it indeed. It looks like Faz, no, not going to get caught out there in the end by the 3 rotating members from, sponsored by Vic. I'd say Zelda's just looking for those death sentences onto Faz. Hasn't quite found one yet, though, and they're having a little laugh off about it, I think.
Yeah, it seems like they are moving up to the top lane. That's a free, easy gold from that turret. If they can take it out or defend it... Oh, sorry, if they can take it out or possibly anticipate rotation from sponsored by Vic and catch him out. So it seems like Yasuo's in the prime position.
Yeah, he is indeed. He's looking for that pick-off, looking for members to come up and defend it, and Beowulf is taking the bait. He's saying, yes, please. I'd absolutely love to come there, but no, does in fact back off, and the top tower is gone.
It seems like sponsored by Vic now actually disengaging from the mid lane and looking to defend the top lane. They're pinging for everyone to go there. That's a good job. Thresh will get spotted out in sponsored by Vic's jungle.
Faz almost getting jumped on there, surviving that recall with, you know, about the top amount of swag you can muster. Vic is off to the side as well. They're just looking to try and defend this mid lane tower.
Yeah, I thought the sweeping trinket actually removes traps. It didn't remove Caitlyn's.
Oh, really? Is it
yordles.
remove or does it just disable them?
I thought it removed.
Oh, okay,
now it's disabled.
Yeah.
It must disable them because they did walk over and it didn't seem as if they got locked up.
Yeah, so we'll see rotation down to the bottom lane perhaps now for second wind. Be careful not to be caught out. The cocoon does land. Faz jumps over. He's jumped over onto and he brings back with him. Back is going to get dived on here. Hasn't actually thrown down the Cyclone yet. There's the Cyclone onto the back lines, but at the same time, in the top, we do see a bit of a disengage coming out. Fact actually got out of there. He's still alive for the moment. Does get dived on in the end. Finish off over that ace in the hole. Beowulf looking to keep going onto topples, but they may decide to back off this one. Yeah,
there was a Cyclone being used, but Yasuo nowhere near to answer with the last breath. 4 members of the team actually getting knocked up off, sponsored by Vic, but yeah, Yasuo, last breath, you need that. You need to really answer, because that's like the whole point of getting the Yasuo Wukong combo. They were picked both simultaneously, so they want to be working well together. It's not getting there. The Zhonya's Hourglass not being used of Swain, so that's going to be very beneficial, especially since he has a lot of the damage on him and people are fight and jumping on him. He can just Zhonya's with his Ravenous Flock, regen his health back while being untargetable.
And now it looks like we'll see the rotation coming out. And sponsored by Vicky moving in. Here comes the Elastic Shot, and it's going into the left bounce. Nien has been taken out by Vic, and that's been secured now. Topples actually is split pushing down the bottom and does secure one tower, but it may be a cost of the inhibitor one. No, it looks like we'll have sponsored by Vic backing off from this one, not having a minion wave available.
Yeah, so right now I think second wind's main priority is to stop sponsored by Vic from backing, because Topples can take this. They can take it if they don't let them.
Yeah, Beowulf jumping onto there, and here goes the Wild Growth down onto one. Does get out of there with the Lantern, however. Fack is still in the back lines. Uzi does manage to get the finish off, and here comes the Cyclone out from Fack, but will it be enough? No, the Shred is not. It may take out Vic. No, Vic's still alive. Vic actually does survive this one. The burn took out Vic, and Topples having to Dragon Descent away from Faz in the end, but he may get caught by the collapsing.
Oh, the ace in the hole, unfortunately not doing enough damage to finish off Topples. Topples may get elastic. Oh, jumped on. Get taken out by Beowulf. Never move. Picks up the kill. And
at the same time, Uzi off to the side up here. Zilda almost got taken out, but Nien is there ready to defend. Yeah,
last breath being used straight on the Lulu and picking up the kill, actually.
Wow.
Nin doing a great job there. Oh, Faz getting dropped pretty low, but Nin having to do his best to get out of this.
Yeah, he's going to have to run away from here. He does get caught out by the Never Move, followed by the Elastic Slingshot. Excellent lockdown coming out from Beowulf and Faz.
Yeah, 2 Spirit Visages now coming out for second win. And a Blatherong King seems to be getting built for Shyvana. We saw that last game being worked extremely well. Any Shyvana at all. I'm actually very curious how much health is that bottom turret now, which Shyvana was damaging.
It's not super low, no. So it did take a little bit of damage, but was in the end forced off. Well, I'm going to be saying thank you very much for this top lane farm.
That's a fat farm.
Still being a little bit behind her opposition there onto Uzi.
Yeah, it looks Last Whisper just getting picked up immediately by Caitlyn there. She's going to look very powerful. A Scrying Orb actually getting picked up for a trinket instead of the Warding Totem.
What?
Yeah, we've not seen these.
What game are we playing?
We have not seen Scrying Orbs get picked, actually. So that'd be great for when she actually, instead of face checking a brush or like an area, she can just use the Scrying Orb.
OCE creating new meta, that's what that is.
Or it seems beneficial. Like, why would she need to ward it? She'll get caught out. She can just go across the map, Scrying Orb it. The rest of the team will be using their trinkets effectively. She doesn't need the sweeping lens, there's no point. She doesn't really need the warding totem. Everyone else is doing that for her, so I feel like the Scrying Orb is a great pickup on her.
Yeah, it could be nice. Something I haven't seen in a while. Nia may get jumped on here, but no, going to be backing off from this one. We do have the Baron spawning in 35 seconds, so we could see another steal come out from Topbles, but he's currently split pushing down the bottom.
Yeah, hopefully it will be another one. That was great last time. It actually put them, it gave them a time to actually get ahead. Oh, Elastic Slingshot in the base.
Is actually going to be diving in onto Nia. It takes a lot of damage, so several tower shots as well. Does actually throw down the Elastic Slingshot onto Let's Bounce there. One will survive this one, and so will Nia. Nia got taken very, very low in the end. In fact, going to be clearing away that ward.
That flow meter, keeping alive, the shield you get out of that late game, that's their very last, oh no, two outer turrets getting, two inner turrets getting taken out, and here comes...
Oh, Uzi gets caught out by the Descent. They're going to go onto her, but the Wild Growth does go down. She may get taken out in the end. No, she actually survived that one. Faz to take out our Thresh there, and the Cyclone comes in the back lines for Fack. Here comes the Elastic Slingshot. No Let's Bounce being available for Beowulf, and he gets absolutely shredded in the end. Wine just being taken out by the Ignite in the end. At the same time, there's still a bit of a chase going on. Topples is looking for Mr. Benz. May not be able to find her, though, and we do have a red hand side pinging for that inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they really want to get that inhibitor turret. They need to get one at this point. Baron is up right now. I feel like Baron's more important.
I feel like it is as well. They can probably secure it. I don't know. We'll have to see, but we do have about 10 seconds on Faz, Vic, and Uzi, and it looks like we'll have second win going for it.
Yeah, we have no time. They won't have enough time to get there to answer it. It's half health now. Yeah, that's a turret. That's a Baron straight to second win. So again, they got the Baron. Each Baron they've got now is actually given the time to get ahead. Unfortunately, sponsored by Vic, a sloppy engage in the top lane, getting poked a little bit too low, and Wukong and Yasuo doing a great job of using their ultimates in sync to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, Fack has been getting bursted down before he could use the Cyclone previously. Now he actually hasn't been. It means he can actually dive into the back line. He's still available for the full proc of his Cyclone. You add that to the fact that Uzi just got caught out by the death sentence. That was the turning point for that team fight.
Yeah, as soon as you remove Uzi from the game, that's all that physical damage removed. And since you're only building pretty much magic resist items on second wind, there's no point building armor if you get rid of BMA. So that, BMA, Uzi. So he's a key component of carrying this team to victory. A lot of flashes down on Vic, sponsored by Vic.
There we are.
It's so confusing sometimes.
Just a little bit. We got a new team every single day. Zilda still off to the side. He's looking for those descendants. Wants to try and get a few pickoffs. A bit of a defensive strategy coming out here from sponsored by Vic. They know they don't have the Baron buff. They managed to go into the aggression last time. We'll have to see if they can do the same this game.
Yeah, so the gold lead at one point was about 8k. Now it's been narrowed to 3, even less than that now. Almost 2k. So one getting that white, but yeah, they've done a good job at trying to narrow this lead. It seems like trinkets on the second win side are not getting used as much. I don't really see wards getting placed by Shyvana. If they are, they're extremely deep, but very uncommon.
Yeah, they are indeed. So, bit of pressure down in this mid lane now. Sponsored by Vic, looking to just keep pushing out the waves and keeping their inhibitors safe. We don't have any inhibitors have gone down just yet, so that's what I think we'll see second win looking for now that they're Baron buff and ready to push through.
Two Leandro Torments are coming out for Swain and Elise. They have a lot of CC on them, and combined with the CC, with their actual poke, it does more burn per second. And since there's health stacking coming out, the Spirit Visages, even like an Omen's coming out, I believe Thresh will start to build a lot more health now. Those two item pickups will be very beneficial for this kind of like poke disengage comp of sponsored by Vic.
Exactly right, okay. So we'll see an engage looking for off to the side. Zilda is looking for that death sentence, and Topless is trying to pressure down the mid lane turret. It's pinging down the middle, and that death sentence does just miss onto Mr. Benz.
Yeah, it looks like Shyvana's backing off. Going to grab that minion wave. Shyvana's going to stay up forward to try suppress the answerment, or pretty much Swain's kind of advancement in that bottom lane. Thresh also coming down, getting spotted out by that jungle rush. But a lot of wards coming out from second win, they really want to take control of this map.
Yeah, that's
In
exactly
terms
what
of
they
side.
want to do. Yeah, side is just so important, especially as we start approaching later stages of this game when there's just more objectives to be pressured. Zilda is off to the side. He did look for that death sentence now. Didn't actually manage to find it, so Nian's just going to be farming up as well as possible. Never move also misses.
Yeah, so there's 3 members in the... there's 3 members down the bot lane, but Kate is not one of them. Kate's all alone in her mid lane. I feel like second win should rotate in the mid, try get Kate. But more protected she is from that Zac, the safer she is. Well, better it is.
Better it is indeed. So,
Better.
Topples and Fak going to be backing off from this one. Maybe trying to secure the dragon, I suppose. They don't have a gold lead by any means, so they're duping out the dragon. They're just going to go try and secure that and bring the gold lead back. That's where you can use the Baron buff for, to try and secure objectives and secure the gold lead.
Just advance your gold lead, really. Like, that's what they want to do. Now it's 1k, so they've done a good job at trying to narrow the gap. The first Baron steal definitely aided to that. Now they had the second Baron. It's nearly gone, the buff, so we may be seeing quite an even-based team fight. We might actually see Vic come out of turtling from inside their base and try to fight second win, but let's see how it goes. 2 Warden's males coming out for both jungler and top lane of second wind.
Yeah, it's most likely moving towards those random ones. Omens. Topples is still trying to pressure down this mid lane. Both teams just playing very, very cautiously. Anyone can win a team fight at this stage, and no one wants to get caught out.
No, it's anybody's game right now. Even with that 24 kills onto sponsored by Vic.
Yeah,
I think I will say Spirit Visage all the time. But sponsored by Vic, yeah, they have 24 kills, but it's really even in gold. There's a lot of CS on Yasuo right now, as crap loads on Shyvana, and it's very even for both marksmans.
It's very, very even indeed. So we may have a little bit of a spectator back. No, seems to be back in good to go again. So Faz and Beowulf going to be backing off from this one. And as well, I don't think we saw any deaths there. No, we didn't. So
nothing happened.
A small little spectator bug.
Yeah. So it seems like everyone's playing very safe right now. Almost like one team fight could pretty much
turn the game.
Yeah, turn the game. Pretty much show the pace of the game. If depending who wins, or it might go 2 for 2, and then we have to wait again for another one. Getting very slow right now. Very stalematy.
We are 5 towers to 5, of course, so still incredibly close. Beowulf got to be careful he doesn't get caught out. No death sentence yet coming out on our side for second wind. Just going to be playing nice and cautiously. So just looking for that death sentence. Still can't find it though.
No, you got to look very hard against this team comp, since there's 2 Banshee Veils coming out of one on Caitlyn and the other onto Elise. So quite a fair amount of damage coming out from both of those.
Yeah, a lot of wonky positioning here. Beowulf may get caught out. He does go in with the elastic shooting shot into that left bounce, right into the back lines of second wind at the same time. Backs moving into the back lines with the Cyclone, does nuke down. Vazis goes for the Zonyas. Is actually going to survive this one and start sustaining through it. Topples is starting to clean up this team fight. It's all over the place now. Faz is taking an incredible amount of damage as well, and it looks like it may be an ace here. No, Faz, yes, getting jumped on and will be finished off by Fak, and we'll see the ace here for second wind. Just an incredibly nice team fight.
Great job, second wind. They really utilized that Wukong Cyclone with Nin's Last Whisper, so it was just great engaged. They were not even waiting for the minions. Topples just, I'll tank this, you guys, you do that. And
yeah, exactly right. And they maybe push and win here. We have 20-second death timers out on the side for second win, so they're going to be pushing in. Taking another turret shot there is Nin, so they're pushing in. They do manage to secure the in here. Will they start pushing off this, or will they just decide to back off? We have Baron spawning 4, 3, 2, 1, and it looks like they may be looking for the Baron. They are quite low though.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't Baron right now. Maybe Topples can start it and wait for the rest of his team to come. No, it does not look like they'll be doing that. They want to get back, get healed up, grab some items, and come back straight for 6 Baron fights. I'm pretty excited for this Baron fight. We've got a Giant's Belt coming out for Wukong. Oh, double Giant Belts coming out for both top lane and Wukong again. So I think it's going to be another Omens picked up. That other Giant's Belt, I feel like it's going to be a Warmogs. Yeah.
Towards the Warmogs? Okay.
Nah, Sunfire.
Sunfire it is. Okay, so bit of positioning now around this Baron area. SBV gets there first. They'll sponsored by Become moving in second. Win are off to the side though. We know how powerful Topples is with those Baron steals, and he's going to be looking for one of those today as they get the superior positioning. Second win are moving in now Beowulf off to the side. He's looking for a bit of an engage as well.
Sponsored by Vic is sort of like taunting them to start it because Beowulf. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of a lag issue right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a spectator bug. Something's happening there. Topples actually did take a little bit of damage there from Faz, but everyone's still alive for the moment. Just positioning very cautiously around this Baron area, looking for a little bit of pick up on the Beowulf. They might find it. The play lands. Beowulf gets jumped on the. He may go into the Let's Bounce. Yes, he does, but he may get bursted down at the same time. The Cyclone comes out from Faz into the back lines, followed up by the Dragon's Descent onto Uzi. Uzi does have the Wild Growth down onto him, so he may survive this one. Back's taking a lot of damage as well. They're still alive. Uzi's still alive. They're cutting this incredibly well, but Nian and Viner coming in from the back. Topple survives, and Vic goes down, as does Uzi.
It feels like they forgot all about wine and just targeted straight for Topples there. And Yasuo. Nin being very powerful there. Oh, Beowulf getting poked so low by that boomerang.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter at this point, though. Second wind, again, showing their second wind is very powerful. Taking down 2 turrets and the Nexus, and that's going to be our game here.
Yeah, props again. Topples getting that Baron steal. Great job, guys. GG.
Was the turning point for second win, wasn't it? When they just came in with that Dragon's Descent over the wall, flashed out, still survived thanks to that wind wall. Just fantastic work.
That was great. I was happy with that. I felt like they nearly won at just picks and bans. Just the team comp was so much stronger, and they executed really well. So GG, well played.
Okay, thanks guys. We'll be back soon.